Hey Capricorn, today we're doing your love read. This is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the sign of Capricorn. So let's get into the meditation, my lovely Capricorns. All I kept hearing in the meditation was, it's your time, it's your time, it's your time. The Wheel of Fortune showed up twice, and I feel that's going to be the main focus of this reading, about whatever you're conquering, whether you're in a relationship, single. The point here is that it's your time, and you guys stand forever for quite some time as my Nine of Pentacles, which is why I know there's a lot of plans you guys have. So it's not just love, it's just conquering a life you want. So let's just get into more energies and see what Spirit wants to add when it comes to this, because for the Wheel of Fortune to show up, and it just means things are truly turning for you. It's never going to be overnight, but it's definitely turning for you. Okay, so make the effort. And I think because Spirit kept stressing it's your time, I do feel there's going to be some energy of exhaustion here. And for those who are in relationships, there's a side of you that you need to pull strength from. And whatever it's testing you in that aspect of yourself, you know, you've got to pull that strength and kind of perceive things differently, and just kind of see what the blocks are within yourself, if that's something to be checked. And those who are single, obviously, it's just making the effort. So yeah, we have codependency. This to me shows some blocks. This could also be in your surrounding. For some of you, this could be family. Some of you are recognizing blocks within your surrounding. Maybe people who were codependent. This is why I feel, yeah, this is why Spirit is telling me it's your time. A lot of you are making decisions. Here we have separation. And this is where you're kind of separating yourself from a lot of things and keep an open mind. So there's a lot of you that's really, really trying to dive deeper in the obstacles you had in your life. So those of you who are in connections and are in a period of separation, it doesn't have to be a physical separation. You guys could just be in a space emotionally that causes separation, where there's just not much understanding. So let's see, because I'm going to pull these spiritual oracle journal decks cards, so like that I can feel and tap into more into what the soul guidance is. So we have dreams. You're encouraged to keep a dream journal to decipher a message Spirit is conveying to you. And then you have guidance from Spirit. So there's a lot. And then we have telepathy. Wow. This is why there's a lot of information coming in, Capricorn. You are in a tough situation, and Spirit is ready to offer guidance if you just ask. And you or another are connected in the spirit realm and can transmit thoughts and emotions. So there's a lot that's being conveyed to you telepathically, just emotionally, intuitively. Capricorns, you guys know I speak so much on the emotional body and how it communicates. For me, that's how a reader, I tap in. My gift, and the strongest gift I have, is my emotional body and how it speaks to me. Spirit really, really gives me information through that. So pay attention, you know, pay attention to what's being said to you. And this is why Spirit is saying keep an open mind. There's just a lot. I feel you're getting understanding about yourself and healing. So let's see what else Spirit wants to add. Maybe two more. Capricorn. Yeah, new beginning. It's your time. I mean, you're setting the record straight in the sun. You're setting the record straight here. So this isn't the easiest energy, I feel, but it's bringing you to really, really strong decisions here. So here we have Four of Pentacles, firm foundation. To me, this is figuring out what's holding you back in your physical life. A lot of you, I do feel it could be family, and maybe this relationship for some of you, you're rethinking things. Some of you, it's the surrounding. Maybe your person has a codependent person, so it's really shaking up the foundation of the relationship. Here you have Ace of Pentacles, right? It's a new beginning. So whatever you're doing is creating a solid root for you. Choose wisely, and you have Magician energy here, awareness, which I do feel this is where all the guidance from Spirit. Your crown is very activated. And so it's giving you that. To me, that's all Spirit talking to you. This is where this is the transmutation of energy. This is where we're in our alchemy. In our alchemy, in our spirit, in our soul, where we see things from our third eye, we see things from our intuition, our body, you know, our emotional body. So let's see what this Four of Pentacles is. This is too many. So we're getting more of the Four of Pentacles. Page of Wands. So definitely a decision here. Okay, where is Four of Pentacles? You know, I feel, there we go, Nine of Pentacles. And Page of Cups showed up before with the Lovers. So there we go. I told you guys are like my Nine of Pentacles. I can't stress that enough. You're stable, Capricorn. And to me, this is your self-talk. Whether it's negative, positive, and you're finding yourself in a space of needing to ground what you speak to yourself to maintain this stability that you've been having going on for some time. A lot of it is through your dreams. Page of Wands is the soul. The soul speaks. The soul always speaks. So let's see what this Page of Wands is. Yeah, things are changing. It is your time. King of Cups and the World. Things are changing. And you know your world is changing. And you're tapping more into your emotional body, your intuition. Also masculine energy, which, you know, when Capricorn gets into this emotional masculine energy, this is why you still stand strong as the Nine of Pentacles. Nothing shakes you. This is why this is representing the Four of Pentacles. Just what I will say as a warning here, though, Capricorn, just make sure it's not, you don't get stubborn in the energy, because right, Spirit is wanting to say, make the effort and keep an open mind. So we have to remain flexible, right? Even though we know there's still a flexibility that has to be remained about what you're doing. So to me, a lot of you are, this is why it's not just love. This could actually be in your work, because this is all about your stability, and you're really focused on all aspects of your life. But right now, since we have Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, this is about your pentacles. So a lot of you could be finances, that you're just kind of releasing yourself from certain scarcity mindsets as well. But also this could be just you physically thinking about the future and where you're going to live, your next moves. This could also just be grounding your energy and taking care of yourself physically, right? So let me get more on this Ace of Pentacles and how you're using your time. Give me more on this Ace of Pentacles. So clearly we have a new beginning. Knight of Swords. Give me more on this Ace of Pentacles. And the Knight of Cups. This is coming from a space of healing. Three of Swords. I feel this is where the codependency. So for those of you who are single, we have two knights here. And I think you guys are doing away with what do we call them? Because I feel like these are suitors. Nine of Cups feels like suitors, and anyone who plays small, I feel like you're really going to, it's almost like a plan of attack as well, in terms of how you're committing to the process of dating And it's almost like, I feel like since this is an Ace of Pentacles, it's not the now right now. It's not like it's the now. Right now you're in this space of, you need to make the effort, you need to keep your open mind. And I feel right now it's still a struggle because the Knight of Swords can be very feisty. And maybe you need to open that chapter of your life. And this is literally a message for those who are single. But some of you are just not ready because what you want is something extremely firm and with longevity. Because obviously all you need is another ace. This Ace of Pentacles makes you the Ten of Pentacles. So you want something that's going to be the world, that really does complete your life. For those of you in relationships, watch out for jealousy. Let me get more on this 9. I feel jealousy for some of you, but obviously this Knight of Swords represents like a playing small or something like affecting, like a holdback too. Ace of Cups. So obviously new love, but there you go. There goes the Seven of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. I knew I was going to see the Wheel of Fortune. So this is your time, and no one's going to rob you of this new beginning. So I'm glad to see this because there are people trying to rob your beginning. This is not happening. You got 2 aces here. This is not happening. You're your new beginning. You're committed, whether single, in a relationship. Whatever is going to interfere with that, you're not going to deal with those who are just here to have sexual encounters, those daters who are just, here to play small, who don't have really a sense of direction in life. And then also those who are in relationships, you're also not going to let anyone interfere with your new beginning. Let me get more on this Knight of Swords. Emperor. So definitely taking control of your life here. I think you're just being very firm. 4 of Wands. Definitely here being firm about what you're doing. But also you're on guard. Very strong masculine energy here. Like I said, with the King of Cups, there's an emotional mastery that you have. And with the Nine of Swords and the Emperor, again, this is where some of you may have to kind of soften up a little bit, right? Where when you're dating, check yourself, right? In the sense of, what you want. But there's a softness that's necessary too when it comes to encountering your new relationship. Some of you are just in a space of, I feel like this is just under development. And there's nothing wrong with that because like I said, I am convinced, Capricorn, you've been this Nine of Pentacles in my readings forever. And so I'm convinced you've got this. But, and then, so when the time comes, the Wheel of Fortune, when the time comes, that this is what you're aiming for, So give me more of this Choose Wisely. Whoa, okay. So we've got 2 of Swords, the Death, the 6 of Cups, Judgment, and the 7 of Cups again. This is the 7 of Cups. So you've got the 7 of Cups twice. So you're not living in the illusion, which is why you have the Magician here. Awareness. You're very aware. I think there's this energy of understanding that you're bringing really huge transformations. You're not going to blindside yourself or remain blindsided. Or for some of you, this energy with the 6 of Cups, maybe in the past, you used to just give of yourself and try to look beyond what was really being shown to you. And I feel this is where you're putting a lot of that version of yourself to end. And you're making this judgment call for this change. So of course you're going to choose wisely. Of course you're not going to live in the illusions. I don't feel that. And it's not closing, again, keeping an open mind, being flexible, but seeing it for what it is. Yeah, allowing yourself to have a new beginning here with the Ace of Wands. Give me more of this Magician. a lot, but we're going to take it because I'm sure this Magician represents so much. So here we are with the High Priestess. Yeah, there's a deeper knowing here. And a lot of telepathy happens when you're in your eye. Remember we talked about the third eye. Your eye is open. You're seeing things a lot more clear. Here we have the Page of Cups. I feel this is where just you're going to have to open up your emotions. Again, allow it the time to happen for you to rejuvenate. You're going to have a new love. For those in relationships, it's really going to be your partnership is going to be, you know, it's going to be more rejuvenated. There goes the Knight of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. I still feel some of you watching out for the jealous energy. People are looking. For those in relationships, people are looking. So for some of you, this could be an ex, because the Lovers can represent two people, something in secret happening. Not that your person, now if you guys think this is a third party situation and this is causing the separation, then you already know. But I honestly feel more of an interference in your energy. I feel this is just an interference. So some of you, your person may have children, right? Page of Cups can represent children with someone else, because we have lots of pages. And I just feel there might be jealous energy. I'm going to clarify. I don't know. This Knight of Wands has me. Give me more on this Knight of Wands. Eight of Cups. So to me, this is finding peaceful resolution. So keep moving forward. Where you're going, you know what you need to do. Eight of Wands. Let the energies pass by. Walk away from any codependency, anything that's disrupting your spirit at the moment. You're not going to let anyone rob you. You're not going to let anyone be placed small in your life, be minimal, you know, leaving you abandoned every time because you give of your time, your energy, and then all they want is sexual relationships. You're not going to do that here, Capricorn. You intuitively know what's happening here. Here more on this Page of Swords. Some of you, someone's watching you as well with this Page of Swords. Someone's watching you. Five of Cups. And they are feeling the loss. But I don't feel healthy energy around this person though. I feel like this is why you're being so firm, Capricorn, because this feels like dead weight. Let's get more on this Lovers. Nine of Wands and the Tower. And look what's peeking out. The Knight of Cups is peeking out. So again, for those who are single, this tells me that you don't want people, you know, a person who's just in it for situationships, relationship. You're not here to play small. So you're breaking down that there's a barrier on that. Nine of Wands with the Tower. You're done with all that. I feel like you've had a moment where you're making these clear decisions, which is the Seven of Cups, where you're removing all those illusions of allowing. Like there's no allowance at all. We did see the Knight of Cups, which we saw earlier. I still feel some of you, be careful with a jealous person. Six of Pentacles. Someone may feel like they're sharing your person. So a lot of you, you're dealing with someone with an ex who may have children, still wanting your person. You're just being on guard. But I don't feel like this working out for them, because clearly you have the Ace of Pentacles. So a lot of them, this person is the codependent energy here. So let's see more on this codependency. I'm going to pull another deck for it. And we're going to pull some codependent energies here. Two of Pentacles. So let me see. Cameron's codependency. I feel like this is why this is not an energy of thinking, because there's a lot that you're processing in your mind. And also I feel there's a lot that you're cleaning out in your life. Taurus energy here with the Hierophant and Three of Swords. Wow. Five of Swords. A lot of you, it's traditional beliefs. I'm telling you, some of you, this is family. A lot of you, holidays will probably trigger emotions. This is a lot, Capricorn, because I don't feel this is just one thing. You know, for those in relationships, maybe you don't know, like things are just up in the air when it comes to this relationship. You're wondering if your person's codependent as well. But again, there is a separation here. So, I mean, I don't feel like there's something in the surrounding here. So some of you, Five of Swords here, it's like there's something interfering. There's something interfering this connection, and for some of you, it's probably an ex of some sort. You know, there's like a third party situation here, because we do have the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. So there's an interference. So let's see what's this interference. Spirit, give me more on this interference. For those of you who deals with, like, maybe your person has a child, or maybe it's you and your ex is interfering with your relationship. Beginning. So you have a new direction, but of course someone's shattered. So you can't have a beginning and damage, shattered. It's this Three of Swords again. So someone's brokenhearted that you've started over with someone else, or maybe your person. Can we run the interference? And a lot of you, it's also just your new beginning from past energies. Again, it's confirming and hoping. Yep, waiting, expecting, manifesting. So a lot of you are manifesting in this Magician energy, which we just clarified. So there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of faith involved with all the energies we just clarified. And for others of you, I do feel there's an interference here, and they're just hoping and waiting. Yeah, vows and influences, a dark attachment. There's a dark attachment somewhere interfering with this commitment. They probably still feel clinged to your person. So that's a message for some of you. Let's pull some codependent energies here. Let's see, what are the codependent energies that need to be healed here? This may not resonate for all of you, but I want to pull a few. Codependent. I already see the first one, Capricorn. Here we go. Narrow-minded. What is Spirit saying? Keep an open mind. I just feel this is where you're learning to stand your ground, but also learning to be flexible and releasing expectation. You have a limited outlook on perspective and thoughts. What makes you think your thoughts are solid gold? This is a challenging codependent energy here. This is challenging. So if we're expecting things, to be a certain way, sometimes, and Capricorns, we all are guilty of this, where we envision something and then we want it to pan out in that way. When it's not in that way, then we get extremely disappointed. So I just feel Spirit is just saying there is a narrow-mindedness, and this is why they're saying keep an open mind here of how you perceive what's the events. So this is a blessing. This is why Spirit is speaking to you, because they want to show you where your limitations are. Guidance of Spirit, telepathy, dreams. They want to show you, help you, assist you, right? They need you to make the effort to see something different. We have resentful. Think loving thoughts for the person or yourself that you resent. It's restricting your emotional happiness. So past can be, restricting you, and it's rightfully so if they've interfered, because clearly here, this is why you're choosing wisely, but this is where you have to put these thoughts to end. It's a judgment call, and this part of your ego can't come along with you, right? So if the resentment of the past is still blocking you and you can't let go of that story, then this obviously blocks any new beginning that's here for you, the new direction, right? The new beginning that Spirit is trying to give you, where you're going, but the shattered part of you has to be released. And this is a strong energy for those of you who are single, and those in relationships. Definitely This could be residuals from a past energy. So let's see what else we have here. What other lessons are being taught here for Capricorn? Synergistic. This is your energetic match. Two birds sing sweeter than one. Wow. So for those of you who are in relationships, this is your energetic match. This is your person. And I feel that's what I'm saying. I feel there's an interference. So things will work out. And I think you're standing strong here, Capricorn. That's why you know it's your turn. So you're not going to let any jealous person intervene with your relationship, because I feel like you see right through it with the High Priestess of what's happening in your surroundings. So a lot of you, this is more of just kind of, testing your will. And let's get one more guidance. I feel like that's definitely for that specific energy. Spiritual mission. This connection supports energy healing on Gaia and in higher realms. Wow, there's so much about what this connection supports. So a lot of you are going to meet someone that is going to support your mission. And I think this is why Spirit really showed me the Wheel of Fortune so many times during meditation, and why they want you to believe that it's your time. So they're giving you that energy. Your guides are really giving you that support on the other side for healing and to meet your right person. For those who are single, this is definitely in preparation. So all this karmic cycle is closing. Whatever is happening is closing. For a lot of you, make the effort, keep an open mind, and trust in the divine, and then remain flexible is what I'm saying. Remain flexible, because it's not going to be how you want it, the way you want it, or the way you need it to look like. Let's see what the blockages are here, Capricorn. Evolution. Yeah, you are no longer that person. And that's exactly what's happening. And a lot of you know that I've been saying this for quite some time. Yeah, karmic. Staying is toxic. This was a lesson. Leave. So a lot of, there's like a cycle closing. There's a part of you, a version of you, because it's about evolution. You are no longer that person. There's a version of you that is no longer going to come. And that is what's being seen here. So a lot of you are in a partnership, or have met a partner, or will meet a partner that's more energetic, your match, after you healed and you closed these parts of you, because again, it doesn't match with the version you are, and you're seeing it. You know that the death is here. You know that judgment is here in order to do away with that part of you, or that version of you. So I want to get some abundance guidance, because I also feel there's so much changing in you. Let's see what abundance guidance is for those of you in careers as well. What is the abundance guidance as well for Capricorns? We have gratitude list, which of course they've been saying this for some time. Always be grateful, and quiet retreat. So we have counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude, and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. So definitely gratitude here, guys. I feel there's a lot of balancing energy, and then quiet retreat. And this has been a message for some time. We've seen this some time, especially with those readings. I think the general reads I said, where a lot of you are on this six-month plan, are kind of in a hiatus too, in terms of even probably staying away from people and kind of really resolving yourself. It's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create the quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity about what to do next. And you will. And so here we have raise and promotion. Congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. So definitely a lot is you're going to be blessed with a lot here, Capricorn, because you're evolving. There's an evolution of you, and that's not an overnight process. That's a long process. Yes, be present in the moment. And that you have now. That's where the gratitude comes in. The past has passed and the future is still unknown. There's no need to worry. The only time that does matter is the present. Be mindful. And then bottom of the deck is divine timing. Yeah. The universe has got your back. Trust that everything will work out when the time is right for you. For it. There's no such thing as a coincidence. And again, that's that Wheel of Fortune. You know, it's your time. It's your time. Be in the present. Know what you want. And, you know, this is a very strong message here, Capricorn. So I'm going to leave it there. Please like, share, subscribe.